All right. I'm gonna run through a couple things that you should ask your church. Um, you ask your church. Your higher ups. Your front man. Make sure. They go by many titles, but ask them: Are they part of the clergy response team? You know what I'm saying? Throw that out there on them. And if you yeah, then here's another question to ask them. Do they have a 501c3 status? Uh, then here's another thing. With the money that you give to your church, are they ask them? Are they healing the sick? Are they visiting the people in prisons? Are they feeding the poor? Are they clothing the destitute? You know what I'm saying? Are they visiting the like the old people who have no children to look after them? You know what I'm saying? Are they praying? You know what I'm saying? Are they are they lovers of the truth? You know what I'm saying? Do they live by that? It's like these are things that you gotta you gotta keep people accountable. You know what I'm saying? And the ways that you do that is by you gotta pick their brain and just see if they're at least you can see about where people are at. You know what I'm saying? Just by association. You know what I'm saying? You'll see. And I mean, no one's perfect. We're all human. We all could use some improvement. You know what I'm saying? So is there that mindset that you want to stay accountable and that you want to diligently seek the truth. You know what I'm saying? Things you got to take into consideration these days because it might very well be your very detriment. You know what I'm saying? That if you blindly follow people, look what happened to Jim Jones. I mean, people would like to call him a Christian, but listen, there's a passage in the Bible that it says there'll be many in the end times. There'll be many that kill, and they'll think that they're doing God a service. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, the Crusades, uh, killing the Indians in America, and you know what I'm saying. They thought they were doing God a service, but God says, when you just go out and murder people and slaughter people, uh, these are not. You can't put this on me because if they were of me, they wouldn't have done that. So you can't say that. So every time people want to say, "Oh, the church is responsible for the Holocaust," no, it wasn't. It was occultists. It's the blood religion. Look at it, man. The Nazi Thule religion. You know what I'm saying? It's just the worship of genetics, basically, like Darwinism, eugenics. These are all correlated things. You know what I'm saying? And they were tied in with the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church kind of, does have these kind of ideologies, these national socialistic on the undertones in their secreter agendas. You know what I'm saying? Because they're overtly, it's all show, pomp, and ceremony. Basically, no one should become uh, a priest or a preacher or the head of a church or even a guy like the Pope. Because I mean, you know why you want to be the Pope for prestige, just not because it's what's right. It's just prestige. You know what I'm saying? So it's vanity. If that's your reasonings that you're getting into things, well, you're getting in them for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? A person has to sincerely want to do what's right if they were really chosen for that job. You know what I'm saying? So if they're doing it to make a living, I mean the people, the apostles lived on the road. You know what I'm saying? And they got work in town, so no one could say, "Hey man, you're just a freeloader." You know what I'm saying? We pay all your bills. You know what I'm saying? The people donate into the church. It's like the church shouldn't have much money, just enough to keep it going, like, and enough to feed people. And then the rest is all charity. It's supposed to go all to charity, not building, actual works in the community. You know what I'm saying? Plus time is money, right? So if your effort and your energy and your time goes into doing good, you know what I'm saying, healing, preaching, ministering, counseling with people, uh, trying to set in order when people have disputes against one another. You try to talk them through it. Like, look, It'd be right if you did right. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you're supposed to do things like that. You're supposed to pray for people in like circles. You know what I'm saying? Around people that are sick. You know what I'm saying? And when people are telling you they're struggling with dark powers, attacking them in dark forces like ghosts, poltergeist, unseen forces. I'm hearing about this now too from people. Kids getting attacked. I get attacked sometimes at night by I guess you could say the night hag. You know what I'm saying? Or I used to anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was struggling with that, but it doesn't happen to me. It's not like a constant thing, but it's I don't know. There's something to it. It feels like I was under attack. I was being drained when I was down. You know what I'm saying? Strange. But yeah. I mean, these things. Does your church address these issues, or do they send you to the mental ward where you get put on zombie meds? You know what I'm saying? If you say, "Man, the night hag hit me up in a dream," you know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, just you go look into the lore on it and tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to tell you all the details. Just it's not a childly issue, but if a child's under attack by that same potential, it's a common thing, man. It's crazy, but uh, you got to be I mean, is your church engaged against the powers of darkness? Is it trying to stay true and accountable? Like I'm saying, truth is truth. That's more relativism. If you think, oh, the truth fluctuates, oh, sometimes it means this, but right now I need it to mean this. You know what I'm saying? That's more relativism as well. You know what I'm saying? Truth versus lie. What's true, what's lie, and what's just in between. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically where people's opinions land. You know what I'm saying? And ideologies, like this dude was saying. I heard this one guy say, he's like, at least when you go through wisdom and philosophy, not all philosophy, but like true philosophy that is all about truth. Uh, it's at least wise. You know what I'm saying? But when you just follow an ideology could be okay. It could be an awesome one, but it also could be just really just a general way to think that ain't good. It's no good, and it's not based on nothing true. And that's the true force that you combat by suggestion. You know what I'm saying? And the non-aggression principle. You know what I'm saying? It's debate. It's like a boxing match because I'm getting rocks thrown at me from all directions by people, and I feel like it seems like we would all be, working together. At least play. Not having to play dirty and get all like territorial. You know what I'm saying? In this, it doesn't matter. I don't care who's telling me, the truth or their opinion. I can hear you, but there's some things, man. You gotta, I guess, line in the sand. There's just you gotta divide things. I mean, that's what I think. What the sword of truth is like. It's it divides things. You can see, is that based on this or is this based on something else? It's just as simple as that. It's just a way of putting things in this category, putting things in that category. But what it is people it's like when you get boom, you get hit with something like when it's going like that, the line's all blurry, so you can't really, it's obscure just because you're under this disorientation from people dazzling you. You know what I'm saying? With clever misdirection. You know what I'm saying? And point to the mountain, strike the grindstone psychology. You know what I'm saying? These people are very adept at it. You know what I'm saying? It sucks because when you're really smart, even the people who, the psychology people are very dangerous against smart people because they know the mind better than you do. Your mind's powerful, but they know more. You know what I'm saying? And it's very dangerous to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Because people can play with your mind in ways that stupid people can't. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just oblivious and like dumb sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like they're sheeple, literally. You know what I'm saying? So if you're, it's like, you're out the cage, man. I guess you're off the porch. That's where the big dogs play. And you gotta be a sly as a fox out here, dude. You know what I'm saying? And wild as a tiger sometimes, And it's okay in certain situations to be either way. But it's there's a wrong time to be either of those as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's about that, drawing that line. Okay, that's on this side, that's on this side. You know what I'm saying? And knowing the difference. And then not playing and double dipping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've all done it. Oh, no one's looking. You know what I'm saying? Take a cigarette out of someone's pack. You know, something simple as that. Taking a nickel when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Ate extra cookies. You know what I'm saying? Had a beer when no one was looking. You know what I'm saying? Things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? Had an affair outside of your relationship. Never got caught. You know what I'm saying? This is common to everyone. You know what I'm saying? This is the same stuff we all go through. And it's that there's a process where we do these things and we don't like it and we develop a distaste for it. Or then on the flip, some of these things are attractive for different reasons, for thrills, you know what I'm saying, for physiological effects, you know what I'm saying, for power control, you know what I'm saying. So that's why they're so powerful, is just because it's like, in a way, the bad pays off for in certain way, and that's what you're really contending with, is that, you know, it's attractive to people. I mean, basically, they think sometimes they got to get out of jail free card. You know, they get to live forever, reincarnated, or when they die, they get to resurrect themselves in whatever form they wish. Type. I mean, I've heard all kinds of like speculatory type things, like people say, instead of, you know what I'm saying, following the line, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to it. You know, everyone's double dipped. You know, or like said something they didn't necessarily mean because it was convenient, and had, you know, you have to backtrack for a moment. Like, yep, you make mistakes. It's like in a fight. You know, if you have 100 fights, you don't think you're never gonna get hit or you're gonna win every one. You're that arrogant that you think you're gonna win every fight. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, you might win them all. But even if you did, you shouldn't be arrogant about it either way, because I mean, that's pride. Pride becomes fourfold, and pride is a lot of the reasons why people follow something else, is because they don't want to get rid of that. You know, they like it. You know what I'm saying? It's enjoyable to them. They get the, you know what I'm saying, some kind of kick out of it, or you know what I'm saying, they get off on it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, I used to be a slick guy, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know I got off on that too. You know what I'm saying? Getting away with something, or at least you think you do, and then you get in trouble for it, and you're like, it was fun while I was doing it, but then after the fact, you're like, man, it was all a fucking trap from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to at least know that now. You know, I still have all my limbs. You know, when the animals get caught in a snare, in a trap, a lot of times it's one of those things that go, and it takes off one of your limbs with it. You know, so I'm lucky. But at the same time, you know, I'm kind of pissed that I was pimped on in a deceptive way. You know what I'm saying? To set me up for failure from the beginning. And then point the finger at me when it worked. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks. That's one of the reasons why you snap out and you're like, man, fuck it, man. I'm gonna try to resist, man. I'm gonna redouble my efforts. I'm gonna start anew, and I'm gonna push forward, dude. I'm gonna stop laying down like a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to anyway. I'm gonna make an attempt. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna say, yeah, yeah. You know, and then have a shortcoming later, and let it discourage me under the point where you give up entirely. You know, you shouldn't set yourself up for failure out here, or expect more of yourself than is required, or you could even give. You just got to know what you can and cannot do. Intervene when you can, intercede when you can. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can when you can, and do it. Do more. Get better at it. You know what I'm saying? Get more effective. Do more with less effort. You know what I'm saying? These are all, it's an incremental process, but you got to keep working at it. You know, and I guess this process of getting beat up and then having to re-encourage yourself until God moves. You know what I'm saying? It's just a process of making you spiritually strong enough to endure what's coming on us right now. You know what I'm saying? It's coming on us right now.